Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Student, this is June 2025 and variant 15. We are going to start pure 1 paper. So have a look. So first question we have here is equation of curve such that we have given a derivative. You can see here. Okay, and it's given that curve passes through this point. And find equation of curve. Basically, what is the rule? When we differentiate y, you get a dy over dx. This is called differentiating. And when we want to go back, we'll go integration. So integration, basic way to go for the backward. So it means currently we are on the level of dy over dx, and we need y means tan equation of the curve. So what I will do, integration. So let's start. So dy over dx 12 times 2x minus 5 to power 2 plus 8x. I will just say the word integrate both sides. So this will turn to be automatically y. Integral sign 12, 2x minus 5 whole square plus 8x, and dx must be there. What's the way of integrating? So 12 as it is, increase the power of this, which is a 2 become 3 and divide by 3. And don't forget the base derivative, which is 2x becomes 2 and 5 becomes 0. So 2 minus 0 is 2. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. And what is 8x? Increase the power by 1 and divide by same and plus c. So this 3 to the 6, 6 to the 12. So cancel out. And y is equals to 2 times 2, 2x minus 5 to power 3. And here 2 and 4 cancel out. We got a 4. This is done. Now we're going to plug in this number. So plug in x values 2 and y values 4. So when I plug in, so y value 4, each 2 replaced by 2. 2 to the 4, out of 4, 5 gone, minus 1 to power 3. When I plug in 2 here, 2 square 4, I think clear. So 4 is equals to negative 2 and plus 16 and plus c. And this is becomes with us 14. When 14 goes there, becomes like this. And c becomes negative 10. Don't stop it here. Plug in back in equation here. So y is equals to 2 times 2, 2x minus 5 to power 3 plus 4x to power 2 minus 10. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. The question is completely over. Question number 2, we have students. What we can say here, the coefficient, this is, we have a given binomial expansions, and coefficient of x square is 6 times to x coefficient. So I mean coefficient of x square is 6 times to the x coefficient, and possible values of a task. So best technique, because x square and x concern, so I will have expanded till x to power 2, expanded till x to power 2. And you know it very well how to expand this. So let's start first of all. 3 plus ax to power 5. We can find directly also, but I wish to show this way. So look at now, 5c0, 2 brackets, 5c1, 2 brackets, 5c2, 2 brackets. This part is very clear. Okay, now this 3 will come each first bracket. Make sure 3 will come each first bracket. Done. And this ax will come each second bracket. Done. Okay, afterwards, the 5 and 0 subtraction, the difference is coming on the 3 power. And this 0 will go directly on the power of second term. Again, 5 and 1, difference of 5 and 1 come on the first power. And 1 will go directly on the second power. And 5 minus 2 and 2. I believe because the difference of them is coming here. 5c0 is 1 and something to power 0 is 1 and 3 to power 5. Though 3 to power 5 is 243. So just sake of understanding, I'm doing it. 5c1 is 5 and 3 to power 4. 3 to power 4. So 3 to power 4 is basically 81 into ax. And 5c2 is 10. And 3 to power 3 is 27. And a square x square. And I'm just finalizing this one. So 81 into 5, I got a 405. 405 ax and plus 270 a to power 2 x to power 2. This is the first part is done. I'm leaving it here. Now, let's same planning. I will go for the second part. So 6 minus x to power 4. Okay, so 6, same story, 4C1, 0, 4C 0, 2 brackets, 4C1, 2 brackets, 4C2, 2 brackets. Okay, so first this 6 will come each first bracket. So 6, 6, 6. And minus x will come in second bracket. Don't miss negative sign, please. And 4 and 0 difference is coming on the top, 4 minus 0. And 0 comes here. So this is part is very clear to you. Okay, after this, what is the next? So 4 to 0 is 1, 6 to power 4. So 6 to power 4 is basically is 1296. And something to power is 0 is 1. 4C1 is a 4. And sorry if I missed one thing. 4 minus 1 is coming on the top. 4 minus 1. And 1 comes on top. Same story here. 4 and 2 difference coming on the top. So 4 minus 2 and 2 comes here. So 4C1 is a 4. Clear? And 6 to power 5. 6 to power, wait a minute. I think this, so 6 to power 4, I got it. And now 6 to power 3. And that is a 216. And here negative x. And what is a 4C2? 4C2 is 6. So 6. And 6 to power 2 is 636. And here x to power 2. Now student 1296 come from here. And just check it. This is negative into positive, I get negative. And this is the x basically. So 216 into 4, I'm getting 864x. And what about other one? 36 into 6, I got 216. And x to power 2. I think this part is also clear. And now what a story he said. He said x square coefficient is 6 times to x coefficient. Let me write. X square coefficient is coefficient of x square is 6 times to coefficient of x. So let's start. So what is x square coefficient? So this is x square coefficient, this x square coefficient. So let me write it here. 270 a to power 2 plus 216. Repeat my words. This is a coefficient of x square. Okay. Equals to 6 times to what? X coefficient. What is x coefficient? This and this. So I'm getting 405 times 2a and minus 864. Please don't take x, don't take x. I think point is very clear. Now I'm just going to simplify and I'm going to apply the algebra. So 270 a square plus 216 and 6 multiply inside 605 into 6. I got a 2430a. And 864 into 6, I got a 5184. I bring all values left side, 270 a square. This come this side. I'm getting negative 2430a. And this goes and add. When I add 216, so I get what? 55400. So now I have two choices. I can go for quadratic formula, better time to save. Okay, A is equals to, A is this, B is this, C is this. So I'm applying A value, B value is negative 2430. And B square is inside minus 4AC. This much enough working is need to show to examiner. And after that, you directly write answer. So no problem at all. So I'm going to use it. 1 minute. 270 A value, 2430 and 5400. My first answer is coming with me is 5. And second answer coming with me is 4. So, but this step is compulsory to show to examiner, is the evidence of work. And I hope so. The concept of the question is completely clear.
Sir, I want to.
Question number 3 we have. What a question we have by completing a square to have the exact solution of this equation. So student, what is the completing square technique? So look at now carefully. So 4x to power 2, negative 4x and negative 1 is equal to 0. So basically we need here plus 1 always, plus 1. How to make it plus 1? 4 common out. And not to common out from all 3 terms. Okay, just first 2 terms only. And don't try to take x common. So I got a x to power 2 and negative x. So first step is very clear for completing square. Afterwards, what to do? You know it very well what to do. So what is a half of this number beside of 1? This is 1 actually. And 1 make it half. I got a 1 over 2. So, and take a square of this number, I got 1 over 2 square, and half square add and half square subtract. Now, afterwards, so these three terms combine. How to combine? Let me tell you combining technique. Under power 2, whatever comes here, and this come from here, and this sign come in the middle. So I get x negative half and negative 1 over 4 minus 1 is equal to 0. This 4 multiplies here and 4 multiplies with this number. And finally, I get this kind of working, and I think this okay. And 4nx minus half 4 square negative 2 is equal to 0. But he said not only this, we have to solve it. And how to solve it? We have to find x value, because he said exact solution. So 2 goes on the other side. So I get this kind of form. So 4 divides. So I get x next half square. I got a 1 over 2. Take a root of the both side. When I take a root, I must get a plus and minus 1 over root 2. Okay. Afterwards, what to do? Okay, afterwards, so you will complete further. This will half will go on the other side. And I get a x is equals to half plus and minus 1 over root 2. I think this part is very, very clear. So I will divide in two categories. One, I will pick a plus and one negative. Hold on. Half plus 1 over root 2. And I get a second one, half minus 1 over root 2. Okay, now we have to take LCM. And just a minute, please. This is 1 minute, 1 minute. So if you stop it here, not mistake at all, but we can go for rationalize even. What rationalize? Okay, or we can write it like x is equals to 2 root 2, and root 2 goes up and 2 goes another side. So we can write root 2 plus 2. So this is also an answer for it. Or we have another choice as well. I can rationalize. I can rationalize this part only, okay? And not wrong at all. And root 2 and minus 2. So we got two answers of x. Okay, done. So now afterwards, and second number, if you type this completely in calculator, if you type completely in calculator, so we get a this format. This also acceptable, but we get this format: 1 plus root 2 by 2. And what the other one? Other one I'm getting here 1 minus root 2 over 2. Basically, we are rationalizing these. Okay, this is also correct. And this part is very, very clear. And now I can continue further. This is done. Now, students, this part is over. How to do the next second part? There is a connection. If you can see clearly, there is connection between them. How? So with connection, this equation and that equation. So first of all, what to do, students? Take LCM here, or how to do it? For tan theta alone, here LCM, because two fractions. I take LCM, tan into 4, I got a 4 tan theta plus 1. Now I'm eligible to cross multiply. Before it was not possible. I got this. Or second option, bring 4 on the other side and then cross multiply. So not only one choice we have. So let me complete. This is done. Now, if I compare this equation with the top equation, students, I think this part is very clear. Check it now. Is this resemble with the top equation correctly? So I'm saying here, let tan theta is equal to x. So then what turns to be? This is become x, okay? I'm getting here 4x and minus 1. And this becomes tan square, 4x square. So I got a 4x square. And basically, this equation and this equation totally same. So, and this answer, so I can say that these answers are coming for it. So just write here by part A. By part A. I am writing here two answers. One answer I'm writing 1 plus root 2 by 2. I'm writing here 1 plus minus root 2 by 2. Okay, now I will bring back this x values, this one. So I bring back tan theta here and here. So I'm writing here tan theta is equal to 1 plus root 2 by 2. And I'm writing here tan theta 1 minus root 2 by 2. Okay, now I'm further I can Complete it. How? Because tan is, look, I make a diagram here. One diagram for the positive and one for the negative. Attentive, please. Because this is a positive, tan positive is first and third quadrant. So I'm using this one. So what is a alpha answer? Alpha means take tan inverse of this. And this is a degree mode, okay? Not a radian mode, make sure. So tan inverse in fraction 1 plus root 2 divided by 2, and we are getting 50.4, rounding 1 dp. So look, 50.4, this is 50.4, students, and this is 50.4. Done. Now, student, what is the answers? But make sure we look answer for the first two quadrants. This means first two quadrants. So naturally, this question is out of range, and this is in range. So over, so it means this answer I'm getting directly with a 50.4 degree. And this is my answer number 1. And what about the other one? So this part is clear. Now let's, due to network connection, anyway, we came back and check again. So the other one answer is what we have. So other one, you can take tan inverse, and I'm using this one. So alpha is equals to this one, tan inverse. So tan inverse, so 1 minus root 2, and divided by, I get a 2. And I get what answer of alpha? And don't take, okay, it is coming negative 11.7. So 11 negative I'll not take, and tan is negative here. So 11.7 is here, and 11.7 is here. So my answer is this, but this is out of range. This I'm writing the word out. So what is the answer? I can write it 180 minus. So what is theta I'm getting here directly? So 180 minus 11 point that. 180 minus 11.7. So I think so all understanding. And my answer is coming with me is 168.29. And rounding is a 1 dp because we always have to answer in one decimal place. And I believe the concept is very clear. And we have done this question completely. And you can see the complete solution. Question number 4 we have, students. And question number 4, what is the question we have? Find the volume formed by shaded area rotate about 360 about x-axis. Basically, if you look at carefully, if I rotate this part of the curve, this part of a curve about x-axis, so I got, this is called reflection, and I get this kind of bowl shape, this kind of cone shape, I get it, this kind of cone shape. So this is a volume. Okay, how to get it now? Let's try to do it now. And basically formula, what is the formula of the area? If you're looking for this area, suppose the formula is simple, x1 below, x2 up, y dx is the formula of the area. But what is the formula of the volume? Formula of the volume is only one small difference. And what is that? Look at now, everything same, only square of y and pi outside, that's it. Look, I'm writing as it is first of all, so you can understand volume. First of all, I'm writing the volume of the formula of area. So A dx, this is a formula of the area. But I will add in blue writing pi outside and square of y. This is called difference between area and volume. So, but now next question. What is upper limit is 2 for sure. So I can plug in without any hesitation upper limit 2. But problem, what is a lower limit? You don't know. At this level, y is confirmed 0. So when I plug in 0 in this equation and solve it. So let's try to solve it. Y is equals to x square minus 1 over x square. I plug in y 0. When I plug in 0, I will go for algebra now. So this completely I will take on the left hand side. I will get 1 over x square equal to x square. Cross multiply, I get a 1 is equal to x power 4. And you know very well, I will give some example idea here. Whenever power 2, okay, for example, 4, I can say x is equal to plus and minus 2. Whenever power is 3, so over 4, so I will get a cube root of 4, no plus and minus. When power 4, so I again have a plus and minus outside, and 4th root of 4. When power 5, so then I will take fifth root of 4, but
Logically, it
but
would
no
be
plus and minus. No plus and minus. So that is why I will not write here plus. So point is very clear, plus and minus. Okay. So what about this? When I take a root of the both side, or this must come plus and minus root of one root of the four. Okay. So fourth root of one. So answer is coming. We have two answers, plus and minus. So naturally it is obvious. Okay, we can say right hand side. So we will take one. So x value is one. So upper limit, lower limit, sorry, I got a one. I will not take a negative. I will take only and only one. This is my answer. So I believe all people, all of you understanding very well. Now I'm going to complete it. So one. And now what is a y value? This is completely coming it here. So when I come here, another concept is very important here, which many students confuse here. I'm going to help you. What is that? Is the in the bracket, is this linear or not? What does the linear means? For example, if x power is 1, have a look, students. This power of x is 1. This is called linear. Linear means when I sketch it, I get a straight line. Okay. But if a same question come like this, check it, its power is not 1, this is a 2 power. So it is not a linear, it's not a straight line, it's always a curve. I believe you got my point. So whenever linear comes, so we can directly integrate. But whenever power inside 2 is a non-linear, we have only one solution, and that is expand. Expand a bracket, and then you can complete the integration. So I think the difference is so simple. Now I can expand it. Now how to expand it? How to expand it? Squaring identity, first term square, 2 into first term, second term, and plus second term square. Wait a minute, please. I drag back. So this is very clear. I think, okay. Now this value will come in first two brackets. So yes, student, what to do? So it means this x square will come in first two brackets, and this will go in next two brackets. So I'm writing x square, 1 over x square, and 1 over x square. So how to do further? So volume is equals to pi outside was 1 to 2, here 4. This cancel out, we get a 2. And this is becoming 1 over x to power 4. Or if I bring it up, it becomes x to power negative 4 dx. I believe this part is very clear, and now I'm going to complete it. So how to complete it? So I have to integrate only, and that's it. Okay, so let's try to do it. So what is the method? Increase a power by 1, divide by same, and 2 becomes 2x. And this is increase a power by 1. I mean, when I add 1, I got a minus 3, and divide by same. And limit is 1 to 2. Simplify maximum before we put the limits. So simplify maximum means x power 5 over 5, negative 2x, and this plus into minus is minus, and 1 over 3 x to power 3. This is called simplification. So when I plug in the upper limit, 2. So what I get it, let me check. 2 to power 5 is 32 by 5, and minus 4, and then minus uh, 1 divided by 3 into 8. And I get a first part, I get it what, student? 283 by 120. I repeat my words, when I place 2 everywhere, I get this value. Onwards, when I plug in 1 in every place, 1 over 5, minus 2, and minus 1 over 3. And I get a negative 32 over 15. So when I solve it, 283 by 120 and positive 32 over 15. And I get it simple and clear, 539 or 120 pi. But he said, give me 2 decimal places. So we are, if the exact answer, this is the exact answer. So what I will do, I will type in 2 decimal places, 14.1109. But he said 2 dp, so I can say here 14.11. And this is my final answer. And I hope so. The concept is completely clear. So now question number 5 we have, students. What a question we have. If you read a question carefully, center of circle is at A. Every time do carefully that where is center. A radius is 10. So it means radius 10. There's a 5 plus 5, 10. So 10, so 10, 10, 10, 10, and 10. So then in this situation, the best technique, the question is what? Make both diagrams separate. And for your knowledge, this is a 5, this is a A letter, this is a C letter, this D, and this is a 10. How 10? I said before, 10, 10, 10, 10, and 10. So I think this part is very clear. I will make this diagram separate. If you want to become expert in this topic, circular measure especially, so best idea is what? You make diagrams separate, okay? And you have to draw extra diagrams. B, D, A, and this 10 radius and this 10 radius. And this diagram I will make separate. Okay, this is clear. Now I will start my question. What a question he's asking for perimeter of the shaded part. So where's the perimeter planning? Perimeter planning is so simple. Perimeter of the shaded part is what? So first of all, DC straight length, then CB, and then arc length. So three things. If I add them all, I get my answer. So I'm writing DC straight, then CB, which is 5, and then BD, which is arc length. So let's try to do it. But problem, can you find it arc length? No way until I have this angle. So I will try this angle, try this angle. So I'll use this angle theta, I use SOHCAHTOA, and I'm doing it here. Or even I can do on the top even, no issue at all. So what is the formula? Please convert calculator in radian mode, make sure. Okay, don't forget it. Okay, now have a look. So what is opposite adjacent by hypotenuse? So cos theta. So theta is equal to cos inverse 5 by 10 is a half. And when you take cos inverse of half, we get a pi over 3. So it means this is a pi by 3. So it's done. Now, what is the arc length formula? S is equals to R theta. R is 10, theta is this one. So radius is a 10 and pi by 3. And I got a 10 pi by 3 is a arc length, which is BD. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen BD. This is done. Now, what about the other parts? This I have. Luckily, what is missing? This is a missing. I can find it by Pythagoras theorem or SOHCAHTOA. So I think I can find SOHCAHTOA as well. So what is the technique? Opposite by adjacent. So I can say DC over 5 is equal to 10 theta, and that is a pi by 3. 5 multiplies there, and DC turns to be. I'm writing 5 into 10 and pi over 3. My answers turn to be 5 root 3. And Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. So parameter is done. DC is 5 root 3. CB is, you can see from here, 5, and arc length is 10 pi by 3. But he said give answer in 1 decimal place. So I will add 5 root 3 plus 5 plus 10 times 2 pi over 3. My answer turns to be perimeter is, and he said 1 decimal place, 24.13, but I need 1, I don't need 3. And I will not round, and this is my answer finally. I hope so. The point is very clear. And on the other page, what is asking for? Is asking for area of the shear region 1 dp. So I think we can do in same pace, okay, because we have enough space. How to get this plan? So planning is very important. A full area is sector area minus the wide is a triangle area. So planning is shaded area. How to get it? So sector area minus triangle area. So what is sector area formula? Half r squared theta, and triangle half into base into height, or if I have a base and height, or otherwise I can use the other formula as well. So half r squared, r is 10, theta is that. So 10 square, theta is a pi over 3. Half into base. Base is a 5 and height is 5 root 3. So 5 times 2, 5 root 3. Again, this is a typing matter. So 100 pi divided by 6. Repeat my words. 10 square 100 and pi. Okay. So I can say it is 100 pi divided by 6. And here 25 root 3 by 2. And now I am just typing in calculator, and that will give me my answer. Wait a minute, divided by 2. And answers turn to be 30.709. Approximately, I don't want So 30.7 centimeters square. I hope so. The concept of the question is completely over. So question number 6 we have, students. The topic is APGP. Each year on her birthday, A receives some money from each of her parents. So on first birthday, their father gives $10. Okay. And every subsequent year, her father gives $5 more than the year previous. Whenever fixed amount increase or decrease, this is called arithmetic progression. So I will make it two portion. Okay. So it means first I talk about AP. So father is a father, and I make it is AP. And what the first amount? A is equals to 10. And common difference is 5. Okay, next part. On a first birthday, her mother also gives her $10. Every subsequent year, her mother gives 20% more. So whenever percentage comes, it's called a geometrical progression, GP. Okay, so first amount is 10 again, but common ratio is interesting. I just tell you two options, if increase or decrease. When you say more, for example, less or more. So R is equal to less means 20%, 1 minus 20 by 100. And more means 1 plus 20 by 100. I believe the point is very clear. Less and more. Less we subtract and more we always add. So this is the criteria. Okay, so let's start. So 1 plus 20 over 100. And I got R value 1.2. Okay, but what the question is, show that on the 11th birthday, okay, so she received more money from mother than father. So this answer must be more than that other answer. So let's try to do it. So formula of AP is A plus N minus 1 into D. And GP is A R to power N minus 1. I'm going to plug in the numbers. A is 5. Sorry, A is 10. And N is 11. And difference is a 5. So there's a 10, 5, 50. And I got the answer $60. So $60. I think this part is very clear. So let's try to do the second one. First term is 10, common ratio is 1.2, and power is 11. So on the 11th year, okay. So here is a one important part, and that is very important part. So 11th year, how to deal with that? In case we have to take 11 number directly or 11 minus 1. Okay, there's an important part. So because 11th year, so formula is n is 11, so n minus 1. And if we type in calculator, so it turns to be what? 10 into 1.2 to power 10. And answer is turned to be for 11 is 61.92 after rounding. Okay, but he said more. So naturally is over, no need to do further. And we can say that. So this is a more, so hence proved. Okay, so I think this part is very clear. And let's try to do the next part on the other page. Other page, what is the question is total amount of the money A received from the and up to the including the 18th year. So including 18 and received up to. It means we have to add both amount. Total money means for the both. Okay. So I think I can go back page, say same page we can do easily. So let's try to do it. So first of all, I'm doing AP and what is the formula for sum for AP? Formula is very clear. You have a n divided by 2 times to 2a plus n minus 1 times to d. Same formula, but we have a little different for a GP formula. And R value is more than 1. If more than 1 comes, so formula is a outside R to power n minus 1 over R minus 1. So I'm going to do it now. Get ready. And first of all, I will plug in all numbers. 18, we talk about 18 years. So I will plug in for 18. So first one, when I plug in 18, and I have to find after 18. So every n I replace by 18. So check it now. 18 by 2, 2 times 2, 10, plus 18 minus 1 into 5. And I hope so clear how I got it. This is 9. And anyway, if you type in calculator all together, and 2 times to 10 and 9, 17 into 5, it's turned to be $945. Done. Now, what about the other one? Other one is, you know very well, I will plug in the values only. That's it. So S18 is equal to A value, we know 10, and common ratio 1.2, and power is 18 minus 1 over 1.2 minus 1. So if we check it in calculator and type it, we get it this answer 1 2. Let me check again in calculator 1 2 $1,281.17. And now we have find total amount. How to find total amount? Total amount is if we add them both, this and this. So answer turns to be finally, let me check in calculator. This is turned to be 22,222.617. So I hope so. The concept is very clear and the question is completely over. Question number 7, we have students. What is the question? Parallelogram ABCD. The coordinates of A are this. Okay. And B is this. And afterward, D is this. It is given that AB gradient is given. So find P. So first part is very clear. Gradient of AB is this much. So I will find it easily. So what is a gradient formula? Is a very clear. Y2 minus Y1 over X2 minus X1. So I'm plugging this value here. 2 by 3, and I use AB. So P minus 7. So I mean Y2 minus Y1 over 6 minus 3 and 6 minus 3. I'm getting negative 2 over 3 is equal to P minus 7 by 3. And 3 cancel both sides. This is a minus 7 and P becomes 5. Now, this is a 2 marks done for P, but very interesting. As a teacher, I suggest you don't try the question without diagram, okay? Have a look now. So diagram, I'm going to make it here, and diagram will help you a lot to understand the concept. So all of you get ready. Okay. So I label A. What is A? A is 3, 7. A sketch only, no need accurate diagram. So first of all, this value I'm putting here and there, and I'm writing all coordinates. A coordinate is 3, 7, B coordinate is 6, 5, and D coordinate is 1, 5. C, I don't know. I label C as a PQ. I don't know. Okay. So now let's label all. So 1, 5. Where's the 1, 5? So 1 and 5 up, somewhere here. So this is a D coordinate. Okay. Where is B? 6, 5. Well, let me check. Yeah, 6, 5. So 6 somewhere here and 5 exactly same height. So this is a B coordinate. 6, 5. And this is a 1, 5. Okay, where is A coordinate? 3, 7. So 3, 7. 1, 2, 3, 7, somewhere up. Let's roughly, I made it here. I make it here. 3, 7. So this look like rectangle, not rectangle, actually parallelogram, according to the demand of the question. So I make roughly see here. So according to parallelogram situation, you know the rule. What is the rule? So this is parallel to this. Make sure. And this is parallel to this. It's a very clear planning. So how to get C coordinate? We can do many ways are there. First, find equation of BC, find equation of CD, and solve them simultaneously. But it's too lengthy. Why too lengthy? Because 2 marks only. So I will do this part by the coordinates of C by the vector method. What is vector method? First of all, I tell you, look at now students, very clear. So C coordinate, I am labeling here PQ. PQ. So let's try to do it. Can I say BC vector and AD vector same? Yes, I am writing. I'm writing BC vector is same like a starting from B, ending at C, starting from A, ending at D. So this is a very clear planning. And maybe you know or not, normally when we have a practice, look, I tell you one thing. If I have a LM vector, how to expand it involving O. So OM minus OL. Repeat my words, where arrow ending, that I'll write before. Okay, example, what is AB vector? How to write it? Vector ending at B, so OB minus OA. For example, PQ, vector ending at Q, how to write it? OQ minus OP. Every time we use O always here. This is a criteria, come back here. How to expand this? I can say OC minus OB. How to expand this? OD minus OA. Over. Question going to finish because this will go on the other side. OD minus OA and plus OB. And I'm going to plug in the numbers, values will give us answer. OD, where is OD? This one. 1 up, 5 down. I mean, X value up and Y value down. OA, 3, 7. 3 up, 7 down. And OB, 6 up, 5 down. And how to simplify? And that's my answer going to come. So this 1 minus 3 and plus 6. Or I can 6 plus 1, 7 out of 7, 3 gone. I got a 4. So it's 5 and plus 5, 10 out of 10, 7 gone, I got a 3. And whenever O involves, if you remove the O, this will convert into coordinate form. So this is my answer. So I hope so you got it. How I have done this question, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. The point is very clear. And I got a C coordinate. And now, and next page, we have a next part. So let's see that part. So what we question we have next part, the area of the triangle formed by the perpendicular sector of AB. So perpendicular sector of the AB, X and Y axis, so 5 marks. Okay. So let's try to do the same page. So it means I can show you this is AB. And if I draw a perpendicular bisector, you can see this is perpendicular bisector. So this is a perpendicular sector. Okay, it means make a 90-degree with that AB, and it is intersecting the, look at now. So this triangle he talk about, 1 minute. This triangle he talk about. So how to find this coordinate? I given this letter P, this letter Q. How to get Q, P coordinate? Here confirm Y0 and at Q confirm X0. But before we need to find this equation of perpendicular bisector. So my focus is A and B. So have a look now how we can get it. So try to solve below. So first of all, I will go for midpoint. So midpoint is very clear. X1 plus X2 divided by 2, 3 plus 5, 6, sorry. So 3 plus 6 divided by 2. I'm getting here 9 by 2. So 9 by 2. So 7 and plus 5. 7 plus 5, 12. I got 6. So midpoint is very clear. Midpoint is 9 over 2 and 6. All right. Now, what is the AB gradient? That is luckily given by him. So negative 2 over 3 is this gradient. If this is a negative 2 by 3, this one. So what is this black line gradient? So naturally negative reciprocal. So it means 3 will go up, 2 will go down, and sign become change. So I can write this line has a 3 by 2 gradient. And I'm going to use I'm going to use a midpoint as a point and gradient. You know it very well. So let's try to do it. So first of all, what is the technique to do it? So first of all, I will equation of line formula is y minus y1 equal to m times 2x minus x1. y1 I will use 6, and x1 I will use 9 over 2. And midpoint, you know very well, it is a, gradient. Gradient, I just got it. And that I got on top 3 by 2. So this part is very clear, alhamdulillah. Now I'm going to solve it. First of all, these 2 multiply there to avoid fraction. 3 multiply inside. I got 3x minus 18. 3 9s are 27 over 2. So I got equation, and 2y is equal to 3x. And when you simplify 12 positive and minus 27 over 2, so I get a negative 3 over 2. So how to get it now, student? When I plug in x0, I get a q coordinates. So for q coordinates, I will plug in x0. When I plug in x0 here, what I get it when x0 here? So 2y is equal to 0 minus 3 by 2. So y value is negative 3 over 4. So q coordinate, I got it, and negative 3 over 4. So negative 3 over 4. So this is done. Now I can go for p coordinates. P coordinate y0. You can see on screen p y0. So when I plug in y0 here, so I can get what? Have a look. So 0 is equals to 3x minus 3 over 2. And x, I get it what? 3 by 2 is already and divide by 3. So I got a half. So it means this becomes 1 over 2. So I think this is a very clear, the planning is very clear. Now we can get a what is the planning here? Basically, we have a this point means this gap is a half. I repeat my words. This distance is 1 over 2. So in this triangle, this is a 1 over 2, and this distance is 3 by 4. Don't use a negative sign. So I think we got it, and now I can do easily this triangle, 90 degree, half here, and 3 by 4 here. And what is the area formula? Half into base into height. So area is turned to be 3 over 16 unit square. I hope so. The concept of the question is completely over. Question number 4, the curve this has stationary point this. Find AB values. So first of all, what does stationary point means? It means derivative is equals to 0. And when x is equal to 1. Second option. And y also 9 is all. For example, just sake of clear understanding, like for example, you have this cubic equation. So these two stationary points we have. Okay. So assume this is a stationary point, and x value at this point is 1, y value 9, and derivative is 0. So what I will try, first of all, I will differentiate. You can see here dy over dx. 3 comes down and power 1 less. 2 comes down and power 1 less, 2ax. bx become b and 5 becomes 0. So I will plug in two things, derivative 0 and x value 1. Derivative 0 and x value 1. So I'm getting 2a, this is a 0, is equals to 3 plus 2a plus b. And I can make a one equation, which is a very clear, 2a plus b equals to minus 3. Equation 1 done. Now, is this point lies on this curve? Yes. So 9 will go in the place of y, and 1 will go in the place of each x. So y is 9, 1 cube is 1, 1 square is 1, bn plus 5. So I'm getting here a plus b, this is a 6, will go there, becomes 3. So a plus b is equals to 3. So I'm going to solve them simultaneously. So Pasting here. Pasting here. Okay. So what I can do now, change the signs, negative, negative, and this. This cancel out, and I got A is equals to -6. And this -6 I can plug in any equation. So I plug in it here. -6 plus B is equal to 3, and B becomes 9. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Okay, so this is done. And this part is over. Then I plug in back the equation here. So when I take this equation back, copy, and I need this equation for the next page. So each x replaced by -6 and b replaced by 9. Here -6, here 9x. So this equation I need on the next page. Copy or even cut. And next page we have to do what? Stationary points. Okay, that part, find the other stationary point. So what to do, other stationary point? This equation of curve we have. I will find derivative once again. So we have, okay, 3 comes down, power 1 less 12x plus 9. I will plug in 0 and 3 common from the whole equation. 3 4s are 12. 3 3s are 9. So this goes there and finish automatically. Factorization, 3 1s are 3. So x common, x minus 3. You can use factorization or quadratic formula. I'm getting 2 answers. Okay, so one x value is 3 and one value is 1. If you go back, check it. In the previous page, we have already 1 available. So 1, I will not take it. I will take the other one. So with this we have already. So this is my x value, but how to get a, he said coordinates. So I will use this plugin in equation here to get a y value. So 3 to power 3, -6 3 square, plus 9 times 2 3 and plus 5. Okay. And now I'm just typing in calculator. So I get a 27 minus 6 times 2 9 and plus 27 and plus 5. Answer is turned to be 5. So other stationary point is what? So x is 3 and y is 5. I hope so. The point is very clear. Okay. Now, students, what to do onwards? What is the below part? Below part we have, if you read carefully, he is saying, so P is moving along the part, okay. So he's saying along the curve such that where the y coordinate is increasing at a constant of 6. Basically, student, I just tell one thing. Whenever the rate word comes, the rate, the way is changing, or we can say y is increasing at a constant rate. The rate, this rate is very important. But y is called dy over dt. Dy over dt. And that is equals to what? 6 units per second. He's asking related to the x increasing. So what is my job to find dx by dt? But when x is equal to 5. So, so what I will do, students, naturally, I need the derivative already, and which I have already. So I will take this expression and I bring it down. Okay. So first of all, 5 I'll plug in here. If I plug in 5 here, what I get it? So plug in x is equal to 5. So dy over dx. So 3, 5 to power 2, 12 times to 5 plus 9. If we check it in calculator, it's turned to be 24. But he is asking by just right here by chain rule. What is your job to find, start a question from there. So dx over dt and write two fractions. This come in upper numerator, first numerator, and this goes in second denominator. So what variable left behind? Total variables are three, x, y, and t. X and t used, what left behind? Y left. So I'm writing dy, I'm writing dy. And this value I have it, and this value I need to flip. Why flip? Because dy by dx is this, but I need dx over dy will give 1 over 24. So this value 1 over 24. So when I get a 1 over 24, students, into 6, and I get the answer finally 1 over 4 units per second. Dx over dt. I believe the point is very clear and the question is completely over. So question number 9 we have. He given us two functions. One is this is cos and second is this. And first domain is 0 to pi. Second function domain is this. And what a question is saying, describe fully the transmission that have been combined to form this F graph onto G graph. So this is our parent function. So how we can do it? So let's try to do it. So first of all, do you know outside multiplying factor? I tell you, if you multiply outside, this is called stretch parallel to y-axis. Okay, this is y-axis stretching. Okay, but if it's inside, this is called stretch parallel to x-axis. This is very clear. So, but it's outside, so I'll start from here. So we have a choice, number one. So stretch parallel to y-axis. And stretch factor is equal to 3. And make sure outside remains same, but inside we must write a reciprocal, like a become 1 by a. Make sure, don't forget it. So what is this pi and this 2? Do you know, students, when we have this kind of question, have a look. Basic, this is a parent function. So this is a negative in the bracket. You can see this is translation parallel to x-axis, and this negative is a fixed for always formula, and this is translation for y-axis. So this, it will take pi right side, and this 2 will take 2 upwards. So we have this planning, and what we can write together even. So write pi and 2. This is called x-axis, y-axis. So we can write in the same time. So this is very clear. And I'm writing now number 2. Translation by column vector is pi and 2. Make sure this negative is part of formula. Second choice we have, we can do another way also. If you take common out, 3 common from the whole function. First, I'm writing question as it is. So I take 3 common out in the bracket. I got x minus pi as it is plus 2 by 3. This kind of question, when we have a bracket comes, we never start from 3. We always start from inside a bracket. Inside a bracket will start, and because this completely is called translation, then I will write this wording before. So this statement I will write before, because order of statement is important, order of transformation. But I will write number 1. And number 2, I will change the order, but this time the order will be different. Okay, sorry, this is a change here. Pi, there's a pi come from there, and there's a 2 by 3. And the upper one is no change. Okay. I copy and paste below. Okay. I hope so. The point is very clear. And this part is I think you understood well. Okay, how I got it, especially transformation. Okay. Now we have to go for another part, which is below, and that is he's asking for sketching. So when you talk about sketching, so let's try to do sketching part. So sketching is we can move together, but make sure this is 0 to pi and there's a pi to 2 pi. And best way is what? This kind of question when you make it. So make it in the middle pi by 2 and here 3 pi by 2. And I said before, what is a number multiplied before? So it is called a 1 cos 1x and plus 0. What is this multiplying factor? It's called amplitude. Okay, I think there's no need to do it. Just simple plug in the calculator, we can get it answer. But it's just extra knowledge. Okay, I plug in 1 by 1 cos x. So let's try to do it. But make sure 0 to pi. 0 to pi. So cos 0 is 1. So one more thing. Okay, 0 is 1. So it means I have to make it 1. I have to make it just a minute. Just a minute. Okay, this is a 2. Can you see 2, students? I said before, this adding part is called x's. X's is called the middle line. X's is called x's. This is called x's. X is a 2. And if I add amplitude 3, it will go on 5. So it means we have to be careful about sketching. We need a 5 values here. So I'm writing here 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we can start. Okay, now I have first function is what we have a cos x. Cos x. So I plug in cos 0 is 1. Cos 0 is 1 starting from here. And what is the cos pi by 2? Pi by 2. It is giving us 0. 0. Okay. Then what about the other one, cos pi? Cos pi is giving minus 1. Minus 1 is below. So basically graph is coming this way. Graph is going this way. Hold on. I explained to you what is the logic behind. Because basically cos graph is in 4 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4 part. So these parts are very clear. So actually I have this half cycle. Why half cycle? Because in 2 pi, it will go to complete a cycle. Check it. I hope so clear. This is the highest plus 1 and lowest minus 1. Clear idea. But I have to stop at pi. Reason, if you look at top, we're ending at pi, 0 to pi. So no need to go below. So this value is here is -1. So this graph is done. So let's make it other graph. And if you type completely in calculator and plug in 1 by 1 first 0, because sorry, starting from pi. So plug in pi here. So I am typing simple in calculator. You can type parallel with me. So pi minus pi and bracket, we have a plus 2 and I'm getting 5. I'm getting 5. It means against pi, I'm getting 5. So I get a number here. Okay. So when I plug in next 3 pi by 2 in the place of here, 3 pi by 2. So what happens then? 3 pi by 2. I'm getting 2. So it means against 2, I got a 2 number. So I'm getting this number. Okay. And then I'm getting first, what is then afterwards? We have a 2 pi. Wait a minute. 2 pi. 2 pi. So I'm getting -1. So -1 is below. Now you're surprised what to make it. It's look like a line. No, it's not a line. Sorry. We have again, this kind of graph. Okay, and I'm going to make it. How to make it? Just a minute. So again, we have this graph. I hope so you got a point clear. So this is a both graphs done, and it started for pi, ending at 2 pi. Let me check again. Yeah, ending. Okay. So this part is Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen completely over. And let's go for next page. So part C, we have to find what? G inverse f of pi by 3. So I brought both functions from behind, and we can see here. So what is the rule? Plug in pi by 3 in f function. This will go first f function, and complete go in G inverse function. But do we have a G inverse function? No, not at all. So first of all, I'll find G inverse function. So G function is this. What is the way of writing? Y, I remove function name, write Y. And let's see. 3 cos x minus pi plus 2. Now I'll try to make x subject. How is it possible? 2 will go there and 3 will divide. I can say y minus 2 over 3. And cos x minus pi. Now I'll take a cos inverse. I switched both sides. Like I got a x minus pi cos inverse y minus 2 over 3. Now pi will go on the other side, pi plus cos inverse y minus 2 over 3. Interchanging. What is x become y and each y become x. Okay, done. After this is called G inverse. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, this is done. Now we have to do next process. What is next process? Pi by 3 go in f function. Pi by 3 go in f function. So pi by 3 go in f function. So f function is what? F function is cos x. So I plug in every x by pi by 3. So I got a cos pi by 3. Cos pi by 3 is means you can check in calculator rather than you work for it, okay, is a half. So this is a value of f pi by 3. When you talk about this, will go in f. So basically, look. This will go in f, complete value go in G inverse. So it means I will write G inverse. How many x's I have left and right? I will leave empty spaces. Check it, students. So interesting part. This will go here. This will go here. So here I'm writing f pi by 3. And here I'm writing 1 over 2. Now, students, what to do onwards? When you type in calculator completely, you can check it cos inverse in the numerator, half minus 2, and down I have a 3. What answer I'm getting here? I'm getting here 2 pi by 3. 3, 1 to 3, but 5 pi by 3. So this is my final form. And I believe you people understood very well how I got this answer. So this is not a hard, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. This is a 1 mark question. What asking, explain why the composite function cannot be formed. Basically, what is the criteria? When you talk about FG, so this is called inner function, inner. This is called outer function, outer. What is the basic criteria of the composite function? Let me write a word. What is the rule? What is the rule is that, let me rule, okay, rule is the range of the inner function, the range of inner function must lies inside, the domain of outer function. So don't forget this rule. This one rule will help you. Okay, let's start now. Range of inner function. What is the range? Range is inner function is how to find range. If I plug in, look, G, where's the inner function? This inner function. Okay, if I plug in this value is inside range. Look, let's go back and find the range. What does range stand for? Y coordinates. So range of the Y coordinate is very obvious. Highest value 5 and lowest value -1. So range of this is called range, Y coordinate. So range of the G function is 5 highest, lowest -1. 5 highest and -1 lowest -1. Check it now. So I can say here, so range of inner function. Inner function means g of x is what? I write y here, highest 5 and lowest -1. This is a range. And best technique I show you, I show in number line. Then inshallah, I believe understand. Okay, let's make a line here. -1, then 0, then 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, and 5. So this is my range. And basically what? This range must lies inside the domain of outer function. Where is the domain of outer function? Outer function is this, and domain is this. So it means 0 to pi. And what is the pi value? Pi value is 3.1415. So, if I check it in a black color, 0 to 3, 3.1415. So this is a 0, 3.14 is this. This is a domain of outer function. And this is a range of inner function. So the problem is what? Problem is this part is, let's say, if this these values, both values inside it, let's assume this is a 2 and this is a 1. Is this all values lies inside? Answer is yes. Repeat. 1 to 2 answer lies between 0 and 3.1415. 100% correct. Then inverse composite function can be formed. But problem now, what is the problem we are facing now? Problem is that this values out of the, from here till here, these values are not inside the domain of function. Even these values are not domain side. So simple say, the rule is very clear. So f g can not be formed. There's only one mark, but conceptual, a lot of concept is there. But I hope so you understood completely the question. Question number 10, we have equation of circle mentioned here. And he said equation of tangent to circle at this point. Do you know, student, whenever you have a equation of tangent come, we need a center of circle compulsory. How to get it? This is x square plus y square plus 4x. We have two techniques. One is completing square, but it's too lengthy. But one easy way is we have this general form 2gx plus 2fy plus c equal to 0. I will compare these two equations. When I compare these two equations, so this x coefficient is 2g is equals to 4 and -8 equals to 2f. I think clear. And this is called c value. So this c value is not required here. I can say 2g is equal to 4 and 2f is equal to -8. C is -12, but not required. So G value turns to be 2, F value turns to be -4. And center is naturally, and just for sake of your knowledge, radius formula is what? F square plus G square minus C. If you plug in all these values in this, you can get radius. But here, radius not required, and center of circle is, change the signs, must. So this 2 become -2 and -4 become +4. And if I show you, and please, every time this kind of question, you have to make a, here not a big problem, but normally we have a issue, so make a sketch very close to accurate. -2, 4 is naturally where? -2, 4 somewhere here. And 2, 8 is naturally 2, 8 somewhere here. So we have a center of circle. I show you what I'm saying. Wait a minute. I cannot make a... Okay, so this is a center of circle, and that point is obviously -2 and 4. And this point is at somewhere here, and this point is not mentioned. I label as A. Okay, this is I label as C for center. And A is what? 2, 8 given on top. And for your knowledge, sake of your knowledge, this is a tangent when I make it. So this is a tangent, and 100% angle making is a 90 degrees. So from here till here, 90 degree. So there's a radius So this point, no need to make it, just sake of understanding. Okay. Okay. So what is the grade of the radius? So y2 minus y1. So 8 minus 4 over x2 minus x1. I got a 4 over 4. And I got a 1 gradient. So gradient of the radius turned to be 1. Positive 1, sorry. Then what is a gradient of the tangent t for? If this is 1, what about green line? Is a negative reciprocal, must be negative 1. So now formula is what? Y minus y1 equal to m times 2x minus x1. y1, x1 is this, and you can see clearly, and y minus 8 equals to negative 1x minus 2. Now I'm going to finalize this answer, negative x and plus 2, and y equal to negative x plus 10. This is my equation of tangent. So alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen, the point is very clear. And let's go to the next part. He said, what story we have? He said that given that this line does not enter the circle, so we need a circle equation. So we will write it here and bring it from here. So this equation of circle, I need. So I copy from here and I go for the next page. So now, student, what the thing is given here? So this equation of circle. So circle is not intersecting. We have three criterias: non-intersecting, for example, touching and cutting. And we have three conditions. Here b square minus 4ac less than 0. Here b square minus 4ac equal to 0. Here b square minus 4ac more than equal to 0. So what is that now? Does not. So we will take it. But first of all, this value, either x or y. I think x value is easy to subject. What is x? So k minus 3y. This value of x, I'm plugging it here and here. I can make anything subject, no problem at all. So I'm replacing this value and get ready this one. Okay. So I'm replacing k minus 3y whole square plus y to power 2. And 4 times 2, k minus 3y. And negative 8y, negative 12 is equals to 0. Okay, here I'm using squaring identity. So first term square, negative 2 into first term into second term, and plus second term square. And y square as it is, plus 4k and minus 12y. Negative 8y, negative 12 is equals to 0. Now, k square again, and negative 6ky plus 9y to power 2 plus y square plus 4k, sorry, plus 4k, negative 12y. I think negative 20y I can write here because both this together. And negative 12 is equals to 0. Reorder. This will give us 10. So 10y to power 2. And what left further? There are how many y terms? There are two y terms. So I will take common out. How to common out? I'll take negative common and I take a 2 common. Yes, and y. So I got two threes and two tens. Repeat my words and become positive. How come? So from this and this negative come, both are positive. And second number y common, it went out. Now what the left behind? This value, and this value, which has no y at all. K square plus 4k minus 12 is equal to 0. So I think, student, up till here, you got a little bit hard algebra, but I believe you people understanding well how I got it. Okay, so basically I got equation here, and I got, what is A value? 10. What is the B value? B value is naturally here. You can see here. 1 minute, please. So what is C value? B value. B value is negative 2 times to 3k plus 10. And what is C value? K square plus 4k and minus 12. And let me recheck. Is it all correct? Let me check, recheck. Yes, okay, Alhamdulillah, clear. So now, what is the story? Now, because he said on top, look at here, does not intersect. So what I will do, students, so I will take less than 0. So let's apply. So b square minus 4ac less than 0. So b is what? This complete is called b. Lot of algebra still there, and power 2 on top. For a value is 10. C value is k to power 2 plus 4k and minus 12 and less than 0. Here again, I have to use squaring identity, but make sure this is giving 4, outside 4. And now I'm applying square identity here, inside. So first term square plus 2 into first term into second term plus second term square. So this is done. Negative 40 multiplying inside. So I get negative 40k to power 2, negative 160k, and I got a negative positive, and 120 into 4, 480. So I got a 480 less than 0. So I hope so up till here you have a lot of patience required to solve this kind of question. Okay. Okay, what to do afterwards? Just a minute. So now reshuffle. So what is here? First open the inside, 9k to power 2, 60k and plus 100. Okay, here negative 40k square, negative 160k and plus 480 less than 0. So let's apply. 9 4s are 36. Rather than multiply 4 inside, if I divide whole equation by 4, so this 4 will go away. This 4, okay. So divide by 4. Make question easy. 9k to power 2 plus 60k plus 100. Here I got 10k to power 2. Here I got 40k. And I can do in the beginning also. Okay, make it easy. And I'm getting what here? 4 ones are 4, 120. Okay. I think now we are gradually reaching our target. So this and this will give us what? Negative k squared. And this is giving us what? Plus 20k. And this giving us what? Plus 220. Okay, less than 0, sorry, less than 0. And what is the task? Our reach is k square minus 20 minus that. So k square minus 20. So we are close because I don't need this minus 1. So multiply by minus 1. So I got k square positive, 20 got negative, and is also negative, and equality will change. Now let's try to look on top. Positive, negative, negative, positive, negative, negative, and 20 and minus 2, 220. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, I believe the concept is very clear and question is complete.